AITA for asking my dad's narcissistic fiancé to stop calling us kids. I am 27F, and have one sister, 29F, B, and our parents are divorced. My dad, 63M, and Victoria, V, 67F, have been together for around 4 years. V started out being pretty good to us and my dad for the first few years. They got engaged a year ago and it's been downhill ever since. My boyfriend, C, 28M, and my brother-in-law, 33M, round out our group. About 2 years ago V started referring to the four of us as kids. Example, we have a family home in a different city, and when we visit V refers to the rooms on the top floor, mine, B's, as the kids' rooms. V calling the four of us kids has implications: 1. That we are all related to each other, 2. That we are all the ages of children, and 3. V does speak to us generally as though we are children. Where it gets tricky is that I asked her to not call us kids anymore, and the conversation went poorly. C and I were leaving our family home after staying the weekend there with my dad and V. My dad was outside, and C and I were saying our goodbyes to V. This is the conversation. Me: hey, I wanted to bring something up to you. Would it be okay if you didn't call us kids anymore? It gives off the impression that we're all related, which is a little uncomfortable, and that we're all young like kids' ages, when I'm the youngest of the group at 27. V: yes, of course, I won't say that again. But you need to talk to your dad about that too. It confused me since my dad calls myself and B his daughters, but never uses the word kids. It threw me for a loop, so I ended up saying, me, but he's my dad. V: I just don't understand why you always give me such a hard time. Here's where I might be a jerk. I got frustrated since she had escalated the conversation out of nowhere. It became irrelevant to what I was politely asking, and she shifted the focus off of her. Me: well, that's a two-way street, V. The four of us feel this way, not just me. I don't think I've ever truly asked you for anything, so please honor the one request I'm making of you, not to call us kids. I didn't want to continue the conversation further, so I left out the door and waited at the car. C tells me that after I left, V turned to him and said, I just got chewed out for no reason. C walked out as well as my dad was walking into the house. Whatever V said to my dad was awful enough that it prompted him to storm outside and begin yelling at me, starting with, do you want to explain what the heck just happened in there? I tried to explain that I had asked V nicely to not call us kids anymore, but my explanation fell on deaf ears. He was yelling/cursing at me, standing up for V, and even asked if this was my biggest grief in life. I was sobbing the whole time. It's gone really poorly since then. B mediated a conversation between myself and my dad, but he only put blame on me and said I owed V an apology. I did apologize to her. I thought it would be a small request, but it blew up into something way bigger than it needed to.